my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the Friday challenge, but it's a very special challenge because I'm going to be showing my top 10 comics from a particular artist. And that's what the theme is this week. You're going to choose your favorite artist and show 10 books with cover art by that artist. So the artist that's my favorite artist is Alex Schomburg. Now, if you're not familiar with Alex Schomburg, he was a Puerto Rican artist. He was born in 1905, lived all the way up into up to 1998, and he got started originally in pulps. His very first commercial work was in Startling Stories from 1939, number 1 actually. He actually then got his first comic book artwork in Marvel, or at the time it was called Timely Comics, and he had 2 books which are considered to be his first commercial work at Marvel, which are Daring Comics number 1 and Marvel Mystery Comics number 3. So that's where he got his first work at Marvel, and both are great covers. Some of his best covers include Suspense 3, and there's some pretty major ones that are attributed to him. Suspense 3 is one of the most valuable non-superhero related covers, or comics, I should say. It's a pretty big book, and it's his artwork. In the 1950s, he returned to doing pulps, and he did that pretty much for the remainder of his career. However, he did come out to do one more comic in 1977, where he did Invaders number 1, and annual number 1, I should say. That was in 1977. And that's pretty much the summary of Alex Schomburg. I'm going to show you some cool books that I like from him, and I hope you enjoy them too. So these are some of my favorite. Not there's a few that are out for grading that I can't show, but these are some of my favorite. Okay, so I had to have Miss Mask on the list because I really like Miss Mask, and Alex Schomburg did many of her covers. I think actually all of her covers. So this is America's Best Comics, number 24. And it's just a great bondage cover. It's, I think, the only bondage cover with Miss Mask. So that's kind of a fun one. Or bondage where she's in the bondage, I should say. There's other bondage ones, but she's not the one in bondage. And then another great bondage cover. I don't know what's me with. I think it's going to be a lot of bondage covers. Okay. A little bit of an extra theme there. This is Black Terror, and a character that's commonly associated with Alex Schomburg. He didn't create the Black Terror, but most of the Black Terror covers were done by Alex Schomburg. So yeah, we got another girl in bondage wearing sort of this, pajamas, or maybe almost like a geisha clothing. But yeah, and this is Black Terror number 24 from 1948. Great Alex Schomburg cover. And now this is actually one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Alex Schomburg Good Girl cover. And it's Wonder Comics number 15. Just a great cover. The thing that I like about Alex Schomburg is he would always put in these great details. Like, things look like when he did like instrumentation, it always looked like it would work. Even the little clips on where the slide would go for the microscope, all the little knobs and stuff. It's just really great stuff. And another kind of trope with Alex Schomburg is the hero was just always too late. Always too late to get there. And that's always depicted on the cover, that it looks like she's going to get chopped before the hero can do anything. So, yeah, I just love that one. From 1947. Another thing that I liked about Alex Schomburg is his war covers. And this is a great one. This is Young Allies number 8. And it has just so much happening on the cover. Yeah, guys coming in on the tank, You know, get the Toro kind of flying around there. You got these really funny looking sharks, and they're about to eat the guys. Just a really good one. And he'd always like make sort of caricatures of the Japanese. They'd usually have buck teeth or glasses. You can see that right there. And, you know, just really kind of messed up looking, you know, to demonize the enemy of during the Second World War. Just a classic book. I just really like it. So just so many details. Really great cover. Okay, that's number 7. Number 6 is another great wartime cover. This one, maybe not in the best shape. It's got a big rip there, but it is a classic propaganda cover. You know, you got the Nazis, and they're injecting like poison into the chocolate, and then you see them outside handing the chocolate to kids. Just a classic propaganda cover. You know, this was based on the lies that the Germans would say about the Americans. Americans were handing out chocolate, and they would say, "Oh, it's poisoned" or something. You know, they would kind of demonize the Americans. Well, this is Alex Schomburg twisting it back onto the Germans. So yeah, just a great one. This is Exciting 39. Classic World War II, just right at the end of the World War II. It's from June of 1945. Okay, let's get back into some Good Girl. So number 5 on my list is Thrilling Comics. This has Princess Panther on it, and just great snake bondage. Like, a lot of bondage covers. So yeah, so this is just a really fun one. This is Thrilling Comics number 64. It's one of his airbrush covers. A lot of these ones he did for Standard Meador, and I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see it down there, maybe, maybe, where he signed it Zila, which is just Alex, his first name backwards. And it was kind of his cool thing that he did. So yeah, Thrilling Comics number 64 from 1948. And another one that I really enjoy, another wartime cover by Alex. This one, I just love these Nazi propaganda ones, where they're taking pot shots at Hitler. Another bondage cover, by the way. Another thing that Alex Schomburg would do is he would label stuff like secret plans, air raid shelter, you know, just really cool stuff like that. He'd put all these little details that just makes the pictures so much more fun. You can spend a lot of time just looking at these and noticing fun new things, like the boy throwing the bomb at the German soldiers and them getting blown up. The quilt with all of the swastikas. And then you got Mussolini under the bed. Just lots of fun stuff like that. Okay, number 3 is another character that Alex Schomburg was involved with. This is actually Miss Fury number 1, first appearance of Miss Fury. And yeah, it's just a great classic Alex Schomburg cover. Again, you get this action of Miss Fury swooping in. She's taking out 3 guys at once. Awesome cover. And that's number 3 on my list. Number 2 on my list is another great one. This is Tara, the Space Pirate. And this is Wonder Comics number 16 from 1948. Another one of these airbrush covers. Just a great one. And last one, another Zila, which is Alex backwards. And it is Exciting Comics number 58. It's just a great rhinoceros running up to the girl. Great airbrush covers. And that's it. Those are my 10 Alex Schomburg covers. Hope you enjoyed. A little bit of a quicker video, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. If you like this content, please give this a like. If you want to participate and do your top 10 favorite comic covers by whatever artist it is, all you have to do is use the hashtag Friday Comic Challenge, and you might want to CC me on it. by doing @ComicCollectorGeek in the description, and I will get a notification and I'll check out your video. So again, thanks for watching. Bye for now.